All right, Josh, ready for some fab sandwiches? So, question. Do you ever worry about how much space an animal is going to take up in your place? Oh, yeah, I have an apartment, so I don't really have all that much space. Well, that's not an issue with these fabulous creatures. These morning geckos, they're tiny, they're super small. They're 2 to 4 inches, depending on which one you get. That makes it super convenient. They can be kept in a jar, they can be kept in a tank, all kinds of different fun combinations, and they can all be kept on a nightstand, a windowsill, somewhere that you can look at and enjoy them, but they don't ruin the amount of space in your apartment. This makes them super convenient. So, does your dog or cat eat you out of house and home? You have to buy them wet food, you have to buy them diet supplements, you have to buy them all this other stuff. Yeah, my cat won't eat anything but wet food now. Well, lucky for you, morning geckos, they eat this, Pangea. It's about 18, 19 bucks depending on where you get it, and that'll last them up to 4 months. Then you can also feed them these crazy fruit flies, which are virtually free to breed for yourself. That makes it a super easy diet, and it's very cost effective. You're paying virtually nothing for it. So, let me ask you, do you ever get the feeling that you wish you could do more with your dog or cat space, like more climbing trees, more space outdoors, but you just really can't? There's not much you can do to increase the size of your place. Well, morning geckos, they don't have this issue. Morning geckos are super interactive to do stuff with. You can crazily make all kinds of stuff with their cages and tanks. You can put all kinds of plants, different combinations of cork, you can put isopods, springtails, you can do bioactive, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. That makes it super fun to own, and there's never an end to the fun you can have with these crazy critters. So, let me ask you a question. Do you have a pet that you would be devastated if you lost it? Of course, we've all had one of those in our lifetimes if we've had a pet. The crazy thing about morning geckos is, well, they're not immortal, although that would be nice. They're about the best thing there is to it. They're parthenogenic, which means that when they give birth and breed, the baby is actually a functional clone of the mother, as morning geckos are about 98% female, with some infertile males. So it is an identical clone, same markings, everything. Carbon copy. That makes it so you can enjoy your morning geckos for really as long as you want. They're super easy to breed, and you can make lots of them because they don't really require you to be mating them. That makes it so you can always have a morning gecko. Let me ask you, do your pets require a whole bunch of care and time effort from you? Yeah, I have to walk my dog, all that stuff, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Well, you want to know something crazy about morning geckos? They don't. Really? You can spray them every day, every other day, maybe 2 minutes out of your routine, give them some food. Just takes a little bit of mixing of water and some powder. It makes them really easy to own. You don't have to put too much time and effort into them. You can put as much as you want, but they do not require so much effort to live. Alright, so for the small, the way I demonstrate it is through just showing them. Let's see if one of those bad boys is out there. There's one on the back side of that leaf right there. Look at that, tiny. The cage and the animal itself demonstrates that for me. So for each Pangea and fruit flies, maybe I could feed it to them or just show them what they eat, as in this and this. So for interactive, I can show them. I have 2 different morning gecko cages. The baby version, which has one pothos plant and a cork, and then the adults, crazy amount of plant variation, different types of cork. There's some English ivy in there, all kinds of fun stuff. Fairly easily shown. Now, the way to prove parthenogenics, other than them just looking at it and seeing that they look the same, there's not much other way other than I have the eggs in there that they can see that they reproduce. There's no males. That's also fairly easy to show. And then for the little amount of time, that's just showing them what they need to do. Just get a sprayer. You can use any kind. I use this because I have a lot of them. Give it a couple pumps and give them a spray. So there we go. There's 5 fab sandwiches. And unfortunately, I'm in my apartment. Can't really do all kinds of firearms and crazy stuff, but I can do this. Woo! Gunpowder. See you, Josh.